Hey guys, Charles the Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Leader Class Tigerhawk. So, here he is in his Tigerhawk mode, I guess you could say. And yeah, so obviously he's from Beast Wars. We'll get into the whole context behind the character in a bit, just for those who don't know who this character is. But before that, we shall take a look at the packaging, as we usually do. So yeah, here it is. I think it looks really nice. Here's the Beast Mode artwork for Tigerhawk, and I think that looks really cool right there. As you can see here, Beast Wars Universe Tigerhawk. Yeah, Legacy United, Leader Class. You have the Transformers logo right there, Generations, and then got the Legacy United logo right here. Then the side, this is my probably one of the best artworks that have been made for the Legacy line so far, and as the robot mode art of Tigerhawk. I think this looks really, really cool. I love the pose he's in. I mean, even if you look at the visor too, like that looks very realistic. I like the look of that. So just take a moment to admire how good this is. And yeah, I like that feathery detail they got here too. And on this side, you get half of the Legacy United artwork right there. And hey, there's a man right there. There's a man. And the back, get all this back here. Get some CGI product shots. And yeah, there's this. And he's 43 steps convert. And you know, this down here, 40 years. Oh my god. And yeah, all this down here and here. Down the bottom, just all this, not really a whole lot. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So let's bring Tigerhawk back into frame. So yeah, so basically for those who have no clue who Tigerhawk is, so basically around towards the end of season 3 of Beast Wars, they sort of brought back Tigatron and Airazor, who died like in season 2 or something like that. They both died. Sadly, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen Beast Wars yet or in the process of watching it. But yeah. But anyways, so their sparks were taken in by these kind of weird creatures called the Vok or whatever, and they merged them together and created a new bot, and they dubbed it Tigerhawk because that's in reference to the two animals that Airazor and Tigatron transformed into. You could probably guess who transformed into what, but yeah, they merged together, and yeah, now Tigerhawk is a male, despite the fact that you know, Airazor was a female and Tigatron was a male. So it's I guess Tigatron somehow got the dominance. I don't know. I mean, basically what you see are some weird cyborg tiger with wings. So I mean, I guess it makes sense that Tigatron got the upper hand. I feel bad for Airazor though. But yeah, so yeah, they merged together, and here we are with this I would say abomination, but it looks cool. I mean, you know, you think for a tiger merging with a hawk, or I think Airazor was a falcon, but anyways, like if you think, you know, that, I mean, if you imagine that it was like pretty weird, but honestly what they did with Tigerhawk's design was really, really cool. So anyways, let's stop digressing now and let's focus on the figure itself. So here's his head sculpt. I really like it. He looks pretty angry there. You got static orange eyes, got a black nose here, some stripes, and yeah, and on the top here, just got all this. And here's the wings. I really love how the wings turned out. So you do got some green plastic right here, translucent green plastic. And you got some purple there, and then they painted some cool looking. Like, it's not really gold, it's more like, I can't tell what shade of gold this is, but I think it looks really nice. I love the feathers that they got here, the feather detailing, I guess. Of course, they left this unpainted. I don't know why, but oh well. And yeah, here's the inside right there. And yeah, here's what the underside looks like. Pretty odd, but it does have very hawk-like legs. And yeah, on the back, or on the front here, you got the big tiger arms. And yeah, it's hard to get this guy all in one frame right here, but But yeah, he just looks amazing. I think again they did a really nice job, and I do like he's got his little another green translucent plastic piece, but this is kind of a reference to the toy. So yeah, so in the toys for around when this guy came out in 1999, or not this figure, but the original figure when that came out in 1999. Hasbro was planning on doing like this new concept for Beast Wars of having like humans or some small creatures or whatever going into the beast or whatever, and they had like these big kind of translucent colored balls or whatever, and they just kind of spun around in their chest or arm or whatever. They did the same thing with Beast Wars 2 Megatron, or not Beast Wars 2 Megatron, Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Megatron, and they did it with this guy too, and but yeah, the concept was banned, but they left on the figure, so this is kind of an homage to that. I forgot if on the actual show he had this like small thing, but either way, I think it's nice homage. And yeah, and I do like that kind of brown colored plastic that they got here. Looks nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing right here. Obviously, it's probably the ugliest part of the back. Yeah, this only goes down this much, so yeah, that doesn't cover that all up. The only ugly part of this figure, but at the end of the day, it's not too bad. So yeah, now anyways, for articulation, head doesn't really move. Well, actually, no, it can move down that much, but only up to here, basically what I had before. So it can't look up, but yeah, his jaw though does open up about that much, so he can take a bite out of Megatron or another Predacon. And yeah, so then there's a ratchet here for the shoulders, so you get nice movement there. Obviously, you get more movement in robot mode, so we'll show off a bit more later, but bicep swivel, a lot of the stuff you'll see later on. But yeah, and you got this right here. This kind of gets all undone, but yeah, there's that. You can move that around if you want. Then the feet right here, the front feet at least, are on mushroom pegs, so you can swivel them. And there's also a joint right here, so you can move them kind of back and forth a little bit, but they only go up here this much. And the hind legs, obviously, you have a bit more posability. And yeah, there's ball joints here for the thighs, and they can move outwards this much, and you can get some bending movement there, and movement here too. And then the feet can go backwards this much, and forwards this much. And yeah, I just want to take a nice look at how those look there. They're kind of like talons almost. I think those do look nice. And again, you got that kind of goldish coloring right here. I don't really know what shade of gold is, but I think it is somewhat gold. but yeah, that's pretty much it for that right there. So yeah, I think it does look pretty nice. The only ugly part again is the back right here, but at the end of the day, not too bad. Oh yeah, also I guess forgot to show this off too. This is technically articulation, so we got the wings right here, so you can get a movement right here, so you can move that, and then you can move this section right here up and down, or at least up, not down. And yeah, and also this part right here can spread out actually up to here. I think this is something that Tigerhawk actually did on the show, or kind of like this, where he's got his wings right here, his feathers kind of spread out. So he could do that, and now he can look aggressive. But yeah, and you can also move this back and fold this down if you want. Like that. That's basically his resting position, and then the one before this is obviously his angry look, his aggressive look, and then this is just normal flight right here, so you can fly around, shoot down some Predacons, and yeah, doesn't sound bad to me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it there for posability. So yeah, now anyways, for accessories, you can actually flip out these cans right here. So here, let me show this off. So these parts are actually detachable, but of course you want to have them on for alt mode here. So what happens is, I think, or no, it's on this. I forgot. There's a part where this kind of clicks in. Oh yeah, right here. So there's a tab right here that goes into the slot, and that locks in. But if you push it out, they can flip this around, and then there's like this these slots right here. See, like those thin holes. Those go into these notches right here and click into place. So now you can give Tigerhawk some pretty cool looking guns right here, so he can fly around, and now he can really shoot down the Predacons. So there's that. I think that looks really nice. And wait, let me let me bring back the aggressive wing look, and there you go. Now that looks really cool. Really well done. But alright, let me fold this all back right here. But yeah, these pieces are detachable. We'll show off in robot mode, but for now we'll just leave these right here. And yeah, so, and then other accessories, he does come with these feather pieces, which again in robot mode we'll show off a bit more. These do come off, but it's best just to leave them on for alt mode right here. You're not really supposed to take them off until robot mode anyways. So yeah. But the one accessory you could leave out if you want to is this right here. It's got this double-barreled can right here. And yeah, it's unpainted. It's kind of generic, but yeah. Anyway, so you can go right under here, and this is where you're supposed to put it. There's this hole right here, and this post right here goes into that hole. And there you go. So now I can have now I can shoot from behind. Just like Rhinox did. If you know, you know. But yeah, so that's storage right there, but I'll just keep that on for now. So yeah, I think that does just about for the alt mode, except for the obvious size comparison. So yeah, so anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons, here he is with Kingdom Tigertron. So you can see this is just some generic tiger, and now it's this big thing right here. Is an upgrade? Definitely. And there he is with Kingdom Air Razor. So yeah, he's gone from again, gone from this little thing to this right here. Yeah, that's definitely not the fate I'd expect, but hey, still pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the alt mode. So let's get right down to the transformation. So yeah, now starting off, you just want to pull out the wings right here, just keep them straight. And then after that, you just want to bring down this purple piece, and then while doing that, you just want to push back this clawed piece or hand piece right here, and just push this up until it goes there, and then that should keep that on place. And then flip down this purple section, and that'll lock everything here into place essentially. And then flip back the heel spur, and now you got one leg done for robot mode. And then do the same thing right here. Flip that back, and flip this back. There we go. Now we got the legs done. So, yeah, then after that, just want to move these down, or actually just keep them there for now. Obviously, you're going to want to detach this gun piece, and then split open this chest section, like so, and then just move this all down, and there you go, just move it all out of the way. And next, you just want to untab the arm here from this little peg, that goes into a slot right there, where my thumbnail is, like right in the middle there. And yeah, you just want to lift this all up, and then you're going to split apart all this right here. This is so hard to keep in one little camera frame, but we'll get through it. But anyways, next you just want to flip out the head. There we go. And just rotate that all around. And yeah, now going back to this, just want to move these panels forward, and then next we're going to bring down these sections right here. And I think they should go down. Oh wait, alright, this is still here. it's really hard to do this on camera. Like it's not too hard off camera, but on camera it's an issue definitely. And yeah, and then of course gonna bring this. Or, oh man, that popped off. You're gonna kind of bring this out right here, and then untab this arm from right here, and then you're just going to rotate this around this way. There we go, and move that down, and let me get this piece back in. I think it goes in like this, and there we go. And let me pause a second. Okay, getting back to this. Yeah, I just had pause so that way I can make sure everything's properly organized and stuff, so that way I'm not getting all messy here. But anyways, so then next you just want to bring back the I guess bird legs, whatever, and just kind of bring them under here. There we go. And in the process, you're just going to bring up what will become the robot torso. And there we go. And then after that, you just kind of move these down like a little bit, the arms. Let me move it right here. And yeah, so then after that, you just want to then bring back these side chest panels. And so there's these slots, or actually there's a slot here and a tab here, while on the side there's a tab that goes in the slot, and as you probably guess, you just want to connect them right where they're supposed to be. So go ahead and do that, and there we go. And then you're just going to move down the arms, and then going back to the lower half, you're just going to bring this all together, tab this in, and there we go. And bring down this skirt piece, whatever. Then next, you're just going to open up the forearm sections, and then flip out the fists. Close that up. Do the same thing here, and there we go. Close that. All right, so we're doing good now. And then next for the tiger head, you're just going to kind of move that down to here, something like that. I don't know if this really needs a change, so I think it's okay like this. And yeah, so now finishing up the back section, I think this is the last step right here. So next what we're going to do is you're just going to move down the bird feet, or talons, or whatever, and there we go. And you're just going to angle out the wings, and once you got that done, there you guys have Tigerhawk in his robot mode. Man, that was a transformation. I mean, this figure's like 43 steps, but man, it's not too hard off camera. Like, you know, I found it quite enjoyable off camera, but on camera, as you can tell, it was quite a pain. But again, as always, we got through it, so that's the most important thing. So yeah. Now, anyways, for the head sculpt and details, well, of course, starting off with the head sculpt. Yeah, looks pretty nice. I really love what they did with the eyes there, because they actually gave him pupils, or whatever, irises. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. I like the teeth they gave. Yeah. I do like the metallic purple that they gave too. Well, it's not really metallic purple, but kind of gives off that vibe. And yeah, pretty nice. And yeah, I get more purple down here. And there's the feet. And there's what it looks like from the side. I really like that translucent green. There is a lot of translucent gray in this guy, but then again, the original figure had, and yeah, I don't know if he had in the cartoon. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but yeah, the original toy had it. You know, the back here. Oh no, he's got a backpack. It's like, well, you did in the cartoon, so doesn't really matter. I do like how this all fills up, like right here. There's no hollow bits. I mean, again, if we count inside of here, but then again, his alt mode feet hide that, so no problem, I guess. And yeah, here's what it looks like from this side. So yeah, pretty nice overall. And yeah, But anyways, now for the articulation, head is on a ball joint, so it can move side to side. Can move up only that much, and then down that much. Shoulders do swivel, full 180, and it can move in and out. I think if you move the bird legs out, you can get a bit more outward movement, so that's nice. And yeah. Let's see, and then you can also get an outward movement right here too. You just gotta move this piece up, and there you go. It does have a biceps full, a bend at the elbow. Does he have wrist full? No, he does not, but wait, let me just double check. Nope, no articulation there at the wrists. Bummer. Let's see. It obviously does have a waist swivel. It's limited though, because there's like a tab right here that kind of goes to here and here, so but oh well. And then the legs do kick out this much, or forward this much, and then backwards this much right here. So there's lots of movement there, so that's pretty nice. And then the legs do move outwards as far. Pretty cool how they did it. So obviously the joint as is can't move to the side, but there's this piece right here that can make that possible. And there you go, that's how that's designed. I think that's pretty nice. He does have a thigh swivel, and his knees, both of them do bend, and can move forward this much because of how his alt mode is or whatever. So he can sort of break his knee. And he does have an ankle pivot, and can pivot that much. And the feet do move slightly back and forth, just slightly, but hey, better than nothing, although it's essentially nothing if you look at it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode articulation. Pretty good, I'd say. I've seen better on the leader, but I mean, for what this is, it's not too bad. So yeah, now anyways, for accessories, like I was teasing before, you can remove some of these feathers, and you can see those posts and then the holes right here. These do come disassembled from the wings, and you know, when you get them in packaging, so just do be aware. But yeah, just like on the Beast Wars cartoon, he can hold these feathers right in his hands. So we'll show it off right now, and there we go. So yeah, there's that. So you can chop some heads off from Predacons. Yeah, I'll just put these back in here because yeah, it kind of looks a little bland, like without these right here. It kind of goes right here and then just abruptly stops. So I just prefer having in the wings. But hey, if you're a fan of those weapons, then there's that. And I'm not saying they look bad. I think they look pretty cool. As you know, it throws the whole feather pattern off. So yeah, and of course, here's that stupid little gun from earlier. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not too huge of a fan of this gun. It's kind of generic, but yeah, he can hold it in both of his hands, and he can also put it on the sides of his forearms, both of them actually. And yeah, this is typically what I do, just put on the side. And I think it does look cool if you do it like this. This is the only cool thing with this gun, is in robot mode, but even then it's pretty puny if you look at it. But yeah, so you can shoot Predacons. And yeah, and the last accessory, of course, is these guns right here. So as I said, these are detachable, and just like with the feathers, these are disassembled once you get them out of packaging. Oh, I just realized I didn't tab this in right here. I was wondering. So I guess one last step, since I didn't show this off of the transformation. There's a slot right here, and there's this tab, and that tab goes in the slot. Pretty hard, right? But yeah, and there we go. So hopefully that should fix things there. But yeah, so anyways with the guns, yeah, again, pretty cool how you can detach these, and these can be held as handheld weapons. That's pretty nice. Again, pretty generic coloring, because it's just unpainted plastic, and in general, it's just a very generic looking gun, but hey, there's that. And I'm guessing you could fit blast effects in there, maybe. I haven't tried it myself. But yeah, you can plug both in if you want, but again, I like keeping it right in here. So yeah, you could always just have the guns coming from the wings right there, and then just blasting red guns that way. It's although it's kind of odd. It's more like he's shooting fireworks than he is, you know, shooting his enemies. But oh well. Actually, this kind of doesn't like staying tabbed in for some reason. This piece back here. I don't know why. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for accessories. It does have a decent amount, I'd say. But again, kind of odd weapon choice, or choices, but yeah, still pretty cool. But yeah, now anyways, for the robot mode size comparisons, let me just make sure he's all straight out here. He's actually not that difficult to stand, unlike some of the other recent figures I've reviewed. There we go. So yeah, now anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Tigertron. So, so basically half of who Tigerhawk is. Yeah, it's a bit more difficult to stand up, as you can tell. But yeah, there's that right there, since he's not wanting to stand. And last but not least, here he is with his other half, Air Razor. You can tell definite size difference right here. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the robot mode size comparisons. I do apologize if you know, I don't have the original to compare with, because I don't have that one. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy United Leader Class Tigerhawk. And I gotta say, he's a very well done figure. Now, I'm not sure if I did tell you guys when this figure was revealed back in September, but before that I didn't tell you guys. But for about 7 or 8 years, I wanted Hasbro to do this guy, because that's around when I watched the Beast Wars cartoon, and I'm like, I remember seeing this guy's design, I'm like, wow, it's really, really cool. But the only problem was there's one figure that was made like 17 or 18 years ago at that point. Now it's 25 years ago, and of course that one figure was the original Tigerhawk, and it was on eBay. It cost a pretty penny. It still does today. So I'm like, oh man. So it's like, Hasbro, please do a new version or whatever. And flash forward to 2024, they did just that, and I am not disappointed. This is definitely a great figure. And yeah, robot mode looks awesome. Love the details and paint, especially that head sculpt. That head sculpt is awesome. Like that's top tier head sculpt right there. And the alt mode's really fun to play around with, especially like with the wings, the guns, and stuff. And transformation, it only sucks when you're doing it like me here on camera. Like off camera, it's really fun, but on camera, it's a pain. But yeah, just overall, and accessories are okay, but but yeah, overall, I'd say really, really nice figure, and highly recommend, especially if you're a Beast Wars fan. And yeah, I guess worth the wait of 25 years, because I believe this is only the second official release of Tigerhawk by Hasbro, after only the original back in 1999, before this millennium began, and shows you how long it's been since we last got this guy officially. I mean, I don't know if there's any third-party ones, but oh well, who cares? This guy's great. Pick him up. All right, so yeah. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, to all, R1.